Welcome to Nobody Knows with Joe Coffee, powered in part by Classic of Denton. Welcome to Nobody Knows with Joe Coffee, powered in part by Classic of Denton. Really?
All right, so dentonradio.com, Joe Coffee. Today's his 9th episode.
Nice.
Have you been listening?
No.
Are you a Joe Coffee fan?
I don't know who Joe Coffee is. I'm sorry.
Okay. Did you go to the Damn Awards? He won the best comedian in Denton.
Oh, I did not. No.
And he also hosted.
Okay. Is that you?
No.
Oh, okay.
But he hosted as well, which is kind of weird. Like,
nice.
He hosted and won. But what about these? We have Colton Jones.
Don't know Colton.
And we have Mindy Arendt.
Don't know Mindy.
Okay, so Joe Coffee. You a fan?
No.
You know anything about him?
Yeah, I don't like Joe Coffee.
So Joe Coffee has a show called Nobody Knows. Have you seen it?
Nope,
No.
Nobody knows.
No, pretty much. Y'all haven't seen it? Are y'all fans of Joe Coffee?
No, I don't watch much TV.
You don't watch TV? What do y'all do?
I just drive around, have fun.
Drive around and have fun. What about you?
Live life day by day.
What about you?
I adventure.
Adventure, drive all the time, and then live life. Joe Coffee has a show on dentonradio.com.
Okay.
You familiar?
Oh, I'm not. No, sir.
Okay. Do you know Colton Jones, comedian, Denton?
No.
Mindy Arendt?
Nope.
All right, if you just looking at this list from easiest to hardest, say the names.
Joe Coffee, Colton Jones, and Mindy Arendt, honestly. Because the Arendt is really weird. But
You like Joe Coffee?
I do not know Joe Coffee. But
He's a comedian in town. He won the Damn Awards for the best comedian.
Learn about him.
Yeah, I think I met you. I don't know.
No, you probably met me. I live here there all the time.
All right, so these people. Oh, you're from Denton. You're not from Denton.
Yeah.
Okay, is this weird if I just make it about me and him?
You know, man, I understand. He's the cute one anyway.
Is that weird?
No, I think we're cool. What's up?
No, okay, I'm just kidding. Y'all can join in. But Joe Coffee has a show.
Yeah.
dentonradio.com.
Okay.
Do you know Colton Jones? Are you a fan?
I don't know Colton Jones.
Are you a Joe Coffee fan?
I've met Joe Coffee, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're a fan of some of his work?
I think I just met him on the street once. Maybe I'm.
You do a lot of
someone
street
else.
stuff?
No, I just walk
You do
around
some of
a
this
lot.
kind of stuff?
Yeah, I just kind of walk around and I go to shows sometimes and.
So Joe Coffee, he won the Damn Award last year for Best Comedian in Denton.
Okay, cool.
But do you know this person?
No, I
Say the
don't.
name.
Mindy Arnett? Mindy Arnett? That sounds really familiar.
Mindy Arendt.
Aren't. Oh, never mind. Doesn't sound familiar anymore.
She won Dentonite of the Year.
Okay.
Well, out of these three names, which one's the easiest to say?
Joe Coffee.
Which one's the hardest to say?
Mindy Arnett. Aren't.
Mindy Arendt.
Mindy Aren't.
All right.
It's just the hardest to say when you look at it spelled.
Denton Radio. I'm here with Bradley and his friend, who's not from Denton, but he's still awesome. He has a tennis racket. Matt. Joe Coffee.
What?
Are you a fan of Joe Coffee?
I've never heard of it.
Okay, he's a comedian in Denton. He has a show called Nobody Knows on Denton Radio.
He's a person, sorry.
Yeah. He's a comedian in Denton. He actually won the Damn Award for the best comedian in Denton.
Oh, okay.
What do y'all think about that?
That sounds great.
What do you think about the comedians in Denton? Are they taking over, or is Dallas still?
Dallas is still up there. Dallas is still up there. They're still on top.
Ready?
Yeah.
One, two. How do you do? I don't know how to count.
Well, let me see. So what's after three?
So one, two, one, two, three, 1, 2, 3.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here we are. It's a Wednesday. So that means new episode, Nobody Knows. Episode 8 or 9? 9.
This is
Episode
9.
9.
I'm over here tagging stuff.
You're tagging stuff. Well, obligatory round of applause, episode 9. We haven't been canceled yet. We're still here. What's up?
I'm just proud of you.
You're just proud of me?
I'm so proud.
Yeah,
of
you see all this hard work, and if you could hear by that intro, I'm still, I'm killing it. Obviously, gaining
sweat,
a lot of fans,
tears,
a lot of tears.
A lot of tears.
You should hear some of those interviews that we don't put in because some people say some kind of mean things.
Yeah.
I got called abysmal, or what was it? Repulsive.
Yeah,
repulsive. I don't know. Yeah, see, Mindy's making this face. I don't know what I ever did to do that.
Like on a personal level or your comedy?
I don't know. See that? Yeah, that's two different kinds of things.
See, and here's the thing: is I played you the clip that made it sound really bad.
Oh,
but he was joking. I don't know who he was.
How many takes did she do of "I Hate Joe Coffee"?
Just a lot.
Richie's like, "Hey, can you really sell it this time?
Yeah,
I really need you
put
to
it all out
some
there.
Use words I don't know.
Be a tiger.
You should have brought Colton. Colton, you teach some acting, right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll do some intros here as always.
I just will recreate a class
acting
I took
coach.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
And then overcharge. And
yeah.
You do it for free.
Super
right?
overcharge. Yeah, I always do it for free.
You did a comedy workshop
for a while. It didn't work out.
Yeah, I guess we should introduce you. As I've always, I have Richie Flo here with me. Our guest host today, everybody, Colton Jones. Give it up for him.
Hi.
Yes. Local comic, thespian, writer, a master of all trades, I guess. Can you blacksmith?
No.
Can you cobble? Can you cobble?
Cobble?
That's
no.
shoes, right?
I don't know.
I made my own shoes once out of socks.
Is that shoes or paving roads?
You made your own shoes out of socks.
I just put 2 pairs of socks on. Yeah.
I picked him up earlier at 3:30 today, and he was wearing a white and black sock walking around outside. We had to go by his work.
Yeah, I had to go by
whatever place, and I don't know if they want to be condoned.
Probably
with
not. I'm wearing a Twilight shirt.
And he walks in the back through the kitchen just like with his socks on and goes and gets in. He has these ridiculous glasses. It was pretty great.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to call him ridiculous. I'm sorry. What have you been up to?
Booking a lot of shows.
Yeah.
As many as people will let me.
Out here and in Deep Ellum, right?
Yeah, I have a show in Deep Ellum. I actually got that kind of as another comic was
Mikey
doing
B. We've had Mikey B on before.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, Mikey's
doing
awesome.
the show for a long time, and I guess he wanted to start focusing on his own act some more, so he let me take it over.
Awesome.
And we've made it
high and tight, right?
Yeah.
It's a fun place. Little like speakeasy barbershop.
Yeah, it's like a barbershop in front, and then the
Deep
barbershop
Ellum?
closes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that
there?
place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Place is pretty. It's very interesting for comedy because that's one of those you either get you never get the in between crowd. The crowd either loves it or they
30
cannot
people that
care.
love you or 5 people that hate you.
Yeah, it's still fun though, man. I enjoyed it. And
like
Colton comps for gas, so that's always awesome. So comics, reach out and bother Colton now. What else?
Well, we got a show at Audacity on the 28th
Okay.
now.
Okay. Early plug-in. What about this stream thing?
So I want
that
to
you
do a
were
live
talking
stream
about?
project that is, I basically want an empty space.
Mm-hmm.
Like I originally I wanted to do a bedroom, but I'm thinking now if we got like a theater and just emptied it out, and I just have 4 or 5 comics I've already talked to about it. You're on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down.
I hope I wasn't misremembering that. And
I'm just gonna break it to you on air. Like, no, I'm out, man. I'm out. I'm
sorry, bud.
And
No,
He's waiting to tell you.
Yeah, I just want to live stream.
that's why we brought you here today. Just
5. I want to make it like Netflix special long with 5 different comics.
Okay.
Live stream it. Have the audience be reacting with emojis in a different location.
Okay, sort of, kind of like I guess this, except it's live performance.
Live
with
performance
a mic.
comedy for a
Not
space with an
man.
audience.
Yeah,
but take away. The idea is, I guess, to take away the automatic feedback response we normally work with, which is the laughter, and replace it with emojis and see if it still works.
That seems very intimidating in the sense of it being, not having the live audience. But I think that would be like such great training for your timing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You got to make it funny on its own. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't know if it's funny.
It's
you
not
know
a
what I mean?
90s
You
sitcom.
really don't know if it's funny.
Yeah.
You're playing to yourself.
For
Man.
sure.
So most comics I get on, I tend to ask them this specific question because with comedy, there's 2 emotions that they stick out the most to me, and that's love and hate. You know, and so I ask most comics, what do you love? Well, first, what do you love most about comedy?
About comedy?
Yeah.
Oh man, just getting reactions out of people. To be honest,
it seems to be the common. I have to stop asking this question. That seems to be most comedians are like laughs.
Oh, It's the self mutilation that I love the most.
Do you have a new question? Do you have a question?
No. That's a good. That's a better question than I'd have.
What would your question be?
Yeah. What's your question?
You know, who's funnier, your mom or your dad?
My mom, easily.
I feel like it's always everyone's mom.
Can we talk about your dad? Because your dad seems funny to me. Your dad
believes that he has seen Bigfoot on 3 separate occasions.
He's seen Bigfoot.
He has seen Bigfoot on 3 separate
Three
occasions.
separate occasions. Where was this at? Where is Bigfoot?
I don't want to give exact details.
Located?
It's his personal story. It's very personal to him, but it's a belief that he pushes that he believes in and fights for. He has a truck. He let me borrow his truck to move, which is a great thing to do, but I had to move all of my furniture.
Does it have Bigfoot stickers all over it? Please tell me yes.
It's a white silhouette, and it says believe in block letters underneath it.
It says believe.
Yeah,
wow.
What are you fighting for? You know,
So you don't believe your own dad says he's seen Bigfoot. And
seen him 3 times. Yep.
And you're a skeptic, clearly.
Obviously.
I'll
talk about Yetis.
So what's the difference between a Bigfoot or a Yeti?
Bigfoot's supposed to exist like in the forest, like behind your house.
Okay.
Like how many people have seen a deer in their backyard? You're telling me that if he lived here, we wouldn't have seen him by now?
Yeah.
That's why I'll talk about Yetis, because nobody lives in the snow.
Okay, so a Yeti's indigenous to snow-like environments, snowy environments.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll sport the Yeti idea, but I don't. So Bigfoot's not supposed to be like a backyard thing, though, right? Aren't there big? There's big wilderness.
No, but it's
so
like,
is Bigfoot supposed to be American? Like, has he been spotted only on American soil?
It's
supposedly?
definitely. I think the people who have proudly carried the Bigfoot flag is the American redneck.
Yeah. Is there a flag?
No.
Oh,
you're talking about the Impossible Snowman.
Yeah.
So what do you hate most about comedy?
That's actually my mom's name right there. It says that my dad's watching, I'm assuming.
Oh, see, he's definitely. I want him to comment. Let us hear about the
Yes,
the Bigfoot.
send articles.
We can't get him on, but I think I talked to you. You could somebody that would come on.
I have a contact who is willing to defend the cause.
Oh man, that would be great.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of flack from some Denton community, like within Facebook groups promoting the Flat Earth guy. So I would be really interested to see how people feel about bringing on a Bigfoot believer. I don't think it's as big of a deal to people. Bigfoot,
It's
like,
kind of just the same thing.
Bigfoot. It's like they didn't even try
to name it.
Right. It's just
Yeti.
Well,
okay,
that's
great.
not the scientific name. It doesn't have one
Bigfoot.
because they're not real. But
why don't we name it Bigfoot?
What if it's just a really hairy homeless guy, like just out in the woods that's been spotted occasionally?
Yeah, I mean,
huge hand.
All of my ex-girlfriends may claim that Bigfoot's real.
All your ex-girlfriends claim that Bigfoot is real?
Have you seen? Yeah.
No, have I seen your ex-girlfriends?
No, I'm very hairy, Joe.
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing.
I didn't want to.
No, I haven't seen your ex-girlfriends though.
I don't know.
Can't you see his
arms?
arms?
Do you shout out to all of Colton's ex-girlfriends?
They're all nice people.
They are.
Let's have them on the show. Let's call
genuinely.
Yeah, would they call in? Would they tell us?
I hope not.
Maybe
my mom's still commenting.
Your mom is saying that you're funnier. Your mom, yay, I'm funnier. Chris
Grandma
Jones is funnier. Your grandma's watching and your aunt. Dang, dude, you really pulled some people today.
I know.
We appreciate it.
Are y'all all Jones? There's just a bunch of Jones?
He is Colton Jones.
My grandma's name is not Grandma Jones. No.
What do you call your grandma?
Grandma.
Grandma?
Yeah.
Really? What do you call your grandma, Richie?
Great grandma.
Great grandma? Man, okay.
Is it your grandma?
I have a granny. That's what I have. And I'm
Why?
26 years old and still call her a granny.
Let me ask you this. So I have my
ever
grandma and my grandpa on my dad's side. And then I have my mama and my papa on my mom's side. But why is it so embarrassing to have the other name? You know what I mean? Like in middle school, I'd be like ashamed if someone was like, you have a mama and papa? I would like be so embarrassed that I called them that.
In front of people?
Yeah.
That's why I don't bring people over to my grandma's house or my granny's house normally.
Say hi to Nanny.
Oh, I have the whitest. It's Granny and Nana.
Say hi to Nana.
I have Granny and Nana. Yeah. Just they cut the.
I can just see you like super in a complaining mode, just like, hi Nana.
Just
I only
like checked out.
Only had the one grandma, so.
You only had the one?
Yeah.
I don't want to go into that. That sounds like a sad story. We're
really
not going to
sad.
go down there.
Sure?
Let's not. What do you hate most about comedy, Colton?
What do I hate most about comedy?
Yeah.
the lack of it being taken seriously. Venues should pay. Performers should expect pay.
I like that. Yeah.
There's a good scene out here, and it deserves to be compensated.
It's hard. It's hard to make money, man.
Yeah.
It really absolutely is. Unless you're doing, some type. I mean, booking's good for that, but then if you firmly believe in that, then paying other comics is important to you.
Yeah.
So you do all this work booking at times, and you never make money.
Yeah.
Like I definitely feel that.
I don't pay myself to book anymore. I just pay myself to perform.
Yeah.
Exactly what everybody else gets.
And that's how it should be. You're establishing the culture. I mean, I accept money for running open mics because that's a.
It's totally different.
I always
stressful.
take money anyway.
Any way you can.
People like, hey, I'll give you $5 to do a magic trick. And I'm like,
how does rap pay?
It depends. I mean, I've done shows where I had like 50 people there and I didn't get anything, and then I've had shows where like 2 people were there and I got paid the big bucks.
Would you say the most that you've ever made doing rap? Like at once.
I mean, it depends. He's handsome.
Well, they got you on the TV, man.
It really depends. The most I've ever made was like a trip to Europe and like 2 weeks of just like food and stuff.
I got paid $300 to act in a play once. That was pretty cool.
That's cool.
I wanted to think. I don't think I've gotten paid any more than 2 at once, at least. 100, really, like that's.
See, and I'm usually in groups, so like the group will get paid a certain amount, and then we all have to split the money.
And you have to split doors.
So once I was like a solo artist, and I was like, wait, because I was like in a group forever.
Yeah.
And we'd always split in our like.
What was the group's name? What was the hit?
Exegesis, Exegesis. It's the interpretation and divine interpretation of sacred texts and literatures.
Okay, I'm not going to even pretend to know what you just said.
We were kids then, but we would do shows and we'd make whatever amount, but we'd split it. And then, like, I just started doing shows with myself, and I was like, dang, I just get to keep the money? Like,
yeah,
let's do that. Plus, in rap, it's weird because you don't, like, you really can't start a group and expect to be successful if y'all just met when you're, like, 24. You know what I mean? Like, I would never start a rap group. Yeah, I would never start a rap group today with someone that I've known for like a year or 2 years. Like, you know what I mean?
How long do you have to know someone before you can
grow up with them?
You have to grow up with someone.
Yeah.
Before what?
Before I could like have like a group with them.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Jay-Z
like I make music with Fab Deuce, and that's like I've known them for like almost 10 years.
There goes my dreams of starting a hip hop duo with you, man.
Never.
How long have Jay-Z and Kanye known each other?
I don't know. They're beefing now, though.
Oh, they really?
Yeah, they're beefing over Tidal, the streaming service he has.
Those kids.
He owes Jay-Z some, or he owes Kanye. Jay-Z owes Kanye some money, or something like that. We're gonna carry on. We're gonna keep obviously our wonderful guest host Colton here. Thanks for joining us again, man.
Hey, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Thanks
dude.
for having me.
This will be fun. This next person that we have coming on, she is wonderful. Her name is Mindy Arendt, and while we bring her on, we are gonna play a clip of some of Colton's stand-up at Joketopia, I believe.
Yeah.
This last year's Oaktopia at Campus Theater. All right, let's play that, Jake.
This guy is very funny. You're going to love him. Y'all give it up one time for Colton Jones! How's it going, guys? Whoa! It's awkward. Chad? Yes. What's up, guys? Hey, can I ask you a question? Do you like these pants? You like the pants? Because they're new, you know? I went down a couple pant sizes recently. I had to buy some new pants. Lost a lot of weight, you know? Last October, I weighed 310 pounds. As of right now, I weigh 225 pounds. Yeah, people like to ask me, they say, how'd you lose all that weight? And I'll tell you, you know, I went vegan, guys. That's right. Yeah, see, Texas, what's up? Yeah, you guys didn't laugh at that because you're not vegans, right? But if you were, you'd be losing your right now, and then you'd pass out because you don't have enough protein in your system.
We're back. And we are back.
Wait, we're back?
Are we back?
Is this us?
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
The vegan joke. I like that joke.
Yeah.
They had to do a little bit of edit. I like that a lot. You've had that one for a little bit. How long have you been vegan?
So I went vegan probably January of 2016.
Yeah. For like reasons, what, like health or moral
I watched
obligations?
Blackfish and it made me cry.
Okay.
That's literally the
That's
answer.
really it?
Yeah, I was like, I'm done with meat. And I haven't eaten meat since.
Had you ever eaten whale before? That didn't really make me think about eating.
Well, I just, like, you think about it, and then you start to Google stuff. And, like, I was crying, and I looked up, how, like, whales get captured and stuff. And it's bad. And then that links to the
You need
PETA
lip balm,
website.
though.
Well, we have the wonderful
Whale?
Mindy Arendt here with us, everybody. Obligatory round of applause.
Yay, nobody knows who I am. I love it.
Yeah, nobody knows anything.
They probably
apparently.
know exactly who you are. They just the name.
They're
Is
being
that what it is?
spiteful.
They don't know. Nobody knew how to say it. Are we saying it right?
Yeah, it's Aren't. It's just
Why
like
did
the
I
conjunction.
hear Tiffany recently say
Well,
Arendt?
my last name gets pronounced wrong all the time.
Do people
so I
try
just
really
don't
hard
even
to
care.
throw that D in?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's ARENDT.
Because someone was like Arendt. I was like, isn't.
Yeah, no, people pronounce it wrong my
What
entire
is-
life, so
what
I've
is the
just
origin
stopped.
of that name?
German.
Okay.
Aren't.
I didn't really have a
Exactly.
follow-up for that.
You
I
didn't.
didn't really. Okay, that's the answer.
Sorry, I wish it was more,
Well, so Mindy, you run Thin Line Festival.
I don't run it.
What do
Josh
you do?
Butler
Okay.
runs it.
Okay.
Let's get that straight right
Uh-oh.
now.
You
Josh
can just take credit right
I
now.
just-
Again, nobody
exactly.
would know. Nobody knows.
He's probably watching and be like, no. No, I do the marketing and the creative for Thin Line.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah, you also booked some of the comics for a pre-show at Dan Silverleaf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we
that
did
was
do that
fun.
with the speed dating. We're going to do it again.
So, Thin Line, you just recently brought in Sharon Needles.
Yes.
That was insane.
Awesome.
Backyard on Bell, a few of us comics got to open.
Yeah, it was awesome.
How many people?
We had close to 900 people there.
Yeah, that was
At Backyard on Bell?
Yeah. Did you not go?
I was sick with a fever.
I had a fever, too. It was called Everybody Was Killing It.
That was awesome.
It was
no, it was
insane.
great.
It was a lot of people. I had to work door that day, and that was like my second day ever working door at
It
a
was a
bar,
test.
and it was overwhelming. I don't know why I asked you how many it was. I had the clicker.
Yeah.
Which again, the clicker thing with that many people,
Yeah.
it's not accurate. You
Well,
know,
and then
I didn't
people
know who
leave
I
and
had.
you're just like,
yeah. It was entirely too much.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
That was
right?
awesome.
So what can we expect next? What's the next
my
big
goodness.
move?
Well, as far as a Friends with Benefits event, we help with the Friday Oktoberfest. We do the 5K in
Yeah.
the beginning. So this will be our third year to do that. So that'll be our next one.
5K. That's running 5 miles, right?
No.
What's 5?
5 kilometers.
5 kilometers.
3.1, 3.2 miles.
So wait, miles are bigger than kilometers.
Yeah.
But meters are bigger than yards.
We're learning
Oh
something
my God!
today.
Don't do that to me.
We're learning something
brain's
today.
gonna
So when is that? What's
September
the
30th.
What's the route like? where do you-
It'll go across UNT. We have a Denton Runners Club. Tony is going to do our route.
Do you
again
have
for
to
us.
run?
No, you can walk.
Can walk?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can
All
totally
right.
walk.
I might come out and
They
walk.
do a 5K every week, right?
They do at Oak Street. They do a 5K every week, and
That's a
it's
lot.
free, which is awesome.
It's a lot of walking.
I don't run.
Wait, when is
so-
that? Yeah, it's a little hot. I don't know if I'm gonna do
Yeah, exactly. So the 5K for Friday Oktoberfest is going to be September 30th.
that. Okay.
And so, of course, all the stuff that I usually do, especially with Friends with Benefits, it goes to charity. So this year we, I think it's, I could be wrong. So it should be Friends of the Family, Big Brothers, Big Sister, and Goal are who we're benefiting
Okay.
for the 5K.
Who all is that?
So Goal is Chris Ice, who's amazing,
Uh-huh.
and he does so many great things.
He's what?
He's amazing.
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 He's a monster, man. Graveyards.
Exactly. He makes such a difference in I think it's mostly Hispanic kids within Denton
Yeah.
ISD, and gets them focused, and they play soccer, and he gets them on a path, and he makes sure they go to college, and
Okay.
it keeps them out of trouble. It's so
So a lot
he's
of
such
things
a game changer.
with
It's
Friends
amazing.
with Benefits will be happening soon.
Yeah, so I think that's our next one. Actually, we have from continuation from Sharon, we have a Game Changers night, so fundraiser night.
Yeah.
On the 13th.
Okay.
So just come and drink with us, and then we will raise even
I
more
think
money.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Is that the playing with people thing?
No.
Oh,
You
okay.
just come and- I mean, you can
No, I
play
think Danielle
with
and a
people
few.
if you
okay.
want, but
Danielle
I don't
has a
encourage
few of the
it.
comics and like some musicians. They're doing some fundraiser where people pay, and then we get to play video games with them.
Sounds
like
awesome.
that's the coolest thing ever. I don't have to pick up a mic or do
Yeah.
anything. You know? Speaking of, Danielle said, and I forgot to read that comic, 'cause I thought that was a good question. And with Colton as a booker, I want to ask, what did she say? I think she asked how much should comics be offered? Serious question. I would say that's pretty dependent on a lot of circumstances,
Depends
right?
on the comic.
The comic, how much time you're doing,
Yeah.
where at,
Yeah.
you know. So that's completely different.
I
But
mean,
also,
Is there like a range you can give? Because I know Danielle's probably going to push, like, the reason she's asking that is to make sure that if she happens to book you, you are compensated the way you should.
Yeah,
I
So
think
do you have like a minimum and what
it's
your dream would be?
it's kind of like a not exactly square answer to that, because it's like, you know, we probably should be being compensated at the levels of like $50 for 15 minutes. If you were working at a club, that's the kind of money you would be looking at. But the attitude around town right now is that you just don't need to be compensated. So any improvement at all to that, I think, would be a big
20 to 50, depending on the show, the circumstance. You know.
If you're headlining.
Gotcha.
And a couple of drink tickets. We always joke in comedy we get paid in drink tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've become an alcoholic since. So.
I don't drink
See, I don't drink.
You don't
and
drink
I-
anymore?
I don't drink.
Yeah, that's right. You don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I'm always like,
I don't drink, and I always get drink tickets for like rapping.
Why don't you give those to me?
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
usually
I
at your
usually
shows. Give them to me
I
too.
usually give
Yeah.
them to other people for like
Okay.
money or something.
Be like, I'll trade you
People
$2
don't-
for
Why
this
would
drink
someone
ticket.
buy a drink ticket? You just sell them for half the drink price.
Yeah.
It's a little hustler. You know what I used to do in high school? I used to I worked at a Chick-fil-A in high school, and I was talking to somebody about this. I don't remember, but I would buy. When you were a high school student, you got dollar chicken biscuits. Like, that was the thing. So I worked there, so I would get 75-cent chicken biscuits, and I would go to school on Fridays and sell them for $2, like just convenience
Hustle.
fee. Oh, yeah,
Hustle.
absolutely. And kids
Get
would
it.
buy the crap out of
Get
it.
it.
I used to do that
I
with
admire
candy.
that. You used to do it with candy?
Buy a bunch of candy and then sell it at school.
I think Steve Jobs probably did that.
Take like 6 M&Ms and put it in a bag and sell for 50 cents.
6 M&Ms?
10.
How stupid were the kids you went to
dime
school
bag.
with? Dime bag.
Dime bag of M&Ms.
Dime bag of M&Ms.
So, how was? I remember you talking about. I mean, Sharon's a pretty controversial person to book.
She is.
You know what I mean?
But she was amazing.
She was great. I met her,
Yeah.
and she was very funny and very cool. And
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed. I enjoyed the whole entire night. Did you get
Yeah.
any blowback afterward, or was it
Not after, or at least that I know of.
It was just all
I'm sure
pre-
there's.
I read some stuff.
Did you?
No.
Don't tell me about it because I don't care. Because we raised a whole bunch of money
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
homeless
And
youth that are
awesome.
LGBT, and so I kind of like haters don't care.
Yeah, no.
Nobody's forcing you to come to this event
That's an
or
amazing
pay
cause.
the $10 pre-sale. Which
Well,
come on
it's
now.
for a good cause.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not. It wasn't a malicious thing.
It
See,
was
I'm-
not a malicious thing, and neither were her actions 5 years ago.
When we got a Patrick Burke flat Earth guy posting a bunch of these like Facebook Denton groups, and I am still having people today commenting on it, like arguing
your
now
flat
about
Earth
like
guy?
flat Earth
Oh my
and about
goodness.
and asking me why would I do that and give the guy the platform and stuff.
Well,
and I was
is
just like,
that not the point of anything controversial? Let's hear their side versus
yeah,
just,
yeah, right.
Versus be like,
well,
you're wrong.
Well, if they don't
Like-
come from a malicious place, I don't think. Like
he's a
not
super
like,
nice guy that anytime I've seen video of him.
Yeah, he's not trying to ruin your day. Like the Earth is flat. Screw
Yeah.
you, man.
Did anybody say anything to the Dentonite when they did a Denton Strange Things about
Oh,
him?
that got brought up within the that got brought up in one of the groups. I was, they were like, I wish you and the Dentonite would stop giving this guy a
Oh
platform. I was
my
like,
goodness.
And for me, it's weird because like
wah, wah.
I like talked to him one day and me and him became friends. So you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he has some crazy theory that I don't subscribe to, but like me and him have talked about plenty of other
Yeah.
stuff besides that.
Yeah.
And he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he just thinks
Love
one
him.
way and we think another way. Like who?
Love you, Patrick. I
Love you,
like-
Patrick.
Is that his name,
Flat
Patrick? Flatrick? Is that
Flat trick. That's what Richie calls him.
amazing?
Isn't that great?
I love it. Yeah, well, people always have to complain about something, and so they're gonna
So,
pick something. They're gonna
quick
complain about.
question that
Yeah.
might have a longer answer.
Yeah.
How long have you been involved in getting involved?
Wow.
I know, right?
That's a broad
That's
question.
he
Involved
said,
in
she said.
Involved in what?
um,
If you want to be more
just like
specific, to
involved
anybody
in
who doesn't know.
community.
Oh yeah, in everything.
Oddly
if there's a
poetic.
thing,
Well, it actually I moved here when I was 22. I went to school at SFA.
and you're 24 now.
Oh
so
yeah.
The last 2 years.
Yes, I'm totally 24. No, I've been here for about 10 years, and so it took. Yeah, do the math. I just told you my age. It's fine.
I moved here when I was 18, which is about 10 years ago
Oh,
exactly.
See?
So
There
we
you
probably
go.
moved here at the same time.
Yeah, we probably did. I mostly was I lived down by Fry Street, and that's when I got introduced to the Lewis crowd and all that. And
Man,
it took me a
I
few
haven't been over
years.
there in a while.
I know. I love it. Over
Wait,
there,
you're
though.
Mindy Arendt?
It's like the dark side. That's like the dark side from the Lion King. Like like I just don't. We
I'm
don't
still
go
a
there.
bit confused.
Mine's like.
Were you being sarcastic, or you're actually 24, or you?
I'm not 24. I moved here when I was 22. I've been here 10 years.
How old are you, Colton?
I'm 23.
I'm 26.
He's
How old
such
are
a
you,
little
Richie?
I'm only 28.
Yeah, boy. Look at us, little
Voice
babies.
just
So,
cracking.
were you with Thinline from the start?
Oh no.
How long has Thinline been around again? 10?
This will be the 11th year. 2018 will be the 11th
okay.
year. No, I wish. I actually had never heard of it until they started doing music, which I think is the case for a lot of people in Denton. Because it's such a niche market, or it was before music and photo came about, that it was documentary films.
Because this last year was free because it was the 10th.
Free. It was awesome. Well, I think it was awesome.
I had a
Worked my
great
butt
time.
off.
I had a
I
wonderful
worked my
time.
bum off.
I got that
Oh my
artist
goodness.
pass, and I went and I got a lot of
Yeah,
free
that's-
beer and food, and it was wonderful.
I wish I could take advantage of the whole free beer situation when I'm working.
Oh, you were all over
but
the
I was
place.
everywhere. Well, and I don't think Denton PD likes me drinking a beer on a golf cart going
Yeah.
everywhere.
Probably not.
I think I did it once on accident, and then I was like, oh, goodness, I'm going to go put this in a trash can.
I got
My
a
bad.
surprise performance, so I got to live like a artist
At
for a
Thin
little
Line?
while. Yeah.
At Thin Line.
Where was that at?
Taps and Caps was where I performed, but
I had something going on, so I missed
I
the
mean,
after
you know,
party. I was bummed.
I mean, I don't know how long I've known you. I feel like it's been a while
It's
because
been a while.
I mean, I have all these badges from all these festivals from every year.
Right.
And you're always there, and I'm always there. I remember
wears them on his sleeve
Yeah.
like a retired
Do you?
Army general.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, they're
We
my.
should make like.
That's like why I
ponchos
live.
out
I
of
survived Thin Line.
The reason why I stayed in Denton so long is probably the festivals, and
They're
like
awesome. They make
yeah.
it different, and I love working them.
This year
What
will be a
other-
little different.
What other
Yeah.
festivals can we see you on? Like, what else are you helping organize? Like, coming
Well, I did help with 35 until it RIP'd. Well,
Mhm.
at least for this year, we'll see what happens.
Uh-huh.
And then I help with Best Little Brewfest in Texas, which is actually in Louisville.
up? Right.
But
Where's
they have
that
a-
at in Louisville? Like Old
It's
Town?
on downtown, yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's really,
cool.
really cool.
Cool.
It's a very, very hot day. Oh my goodness, it's so hot. They have it in the middle of June, but it's great.
Oh,
It's
ugh.
100% for charity, and they raise so much money for charity. It's insane, like crazy amounts. But it's a good festival too, and you get to know a whole bunch of the craft beer people from around North
Yeah.
Texas, and so it's really cool to get to know those brewers who are all awesome people who create the nectar of gods that I love. So that one's fun. Friends with
awesome.
benefits.
What are they doing next? The
Who?
5K, Friends with
Yeah,
Benefits.
5K.
Okay, cool. So on your post today when you were promoting the show, you said, don't think headbutting will be involved this
Yeah.
time? What is that? a
Well,
reference
did you
to?
not watch
The
my?
Dentonite?
Yeah.
I watched 'cause I was
Did you
there.
watch- Oh yeah, you were
I was there.
You
I
were there.
assumed.
What happened? What?
No, I'm sorry. I did not
told-
watch.
Go watch. There's over 4,000.
I watched those. I watched
No,
those.
don't
only
watch.
When, only
Watch
when I'm
mine.
in them.
No.
Only when I'm
Watch
in them, but I
mine.
watch
I'm
them.
beating his.
No, you're
right
beating
now.
my lot. No, I was also
What
going
was
to bring
yours
that
at?
up.
How many views did you have?
Like 2,000 something. Like I mean,
Yeah,
it's Mindy.
It's Mindy.
No.
It's the Dentonite of the year. Can you
Yeah.
bring that up? Dentonite of
Well,
the
because
year.
that's funny because like even after mine, like whenever we did that the other day, Tiffany was like, "Oh wow, like over 1,000 views while we were doing it."
Yeah.
And Sarah was like, "Yeah, it's because Richie."
Yeah.
Well, then the other day when you were on it, Tiffany was like, "Hey, she got like 4,000 in like a day," and I was like,
No, it was
well,
not a day.
duh,
It was like
it's
a week.
Mindy. It's like you're like.
So can
No.
I ask you
You're
a
Mindy,
question?
Well, but
the
before-
Dentonite of the year.
I don't know why. I think
Can
it
I
was
ask you a
rigged.
question about
Midnight.
that?
The
Mindy,
midnight. Yes.
as Dentonite of the Year, you're allowed to change the slogan, right?
Of what?
The town.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
what perks
Yeah.
came with that?
'Cause I have-
free
Nothing.
parking on the square.
I wish.
I have
I
a-
even said I was going to bring my plaque to FEMA and be like, show me to the basement. But I feel like
Let
I would
me
get-
in.
Let me
All
in.
the secrets.
And I'm sure they'd be like, we don't care about you.
I
Who?
have a
Who are
really-
you? I don't care.
I have a
Which
really,
is just like my okay. Yeah,
really good
Okay.
idea for the town slogan. I need you to run up the ladder for me, okay?
Okay.
Because you're the
I'll go to the
Dentonite of the
mayor.
Year. So
Yeah, you're on the way. You're on the
Hey,
way.
I'll go.
Okay, you're on the way.
So this is really important to me.
Okay.
Please
I'm
don't
listening.
laugh.
I'm not. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay. Keep Denton.
Wow,
I like them.
that's deep. That is deep.
It's almost like
Oh, is that it? Okay.
That's
just
the
keep
whole
Denton.
That's it. Dot dot dot. Keep
Ooh,
Denton,
keep
dot,
it. So
dot,
it's
dot.
like
Keep
subjective, like whatever
Denton.
you like
Yeah.
Denton to be. Okay,
It's
I'll
like
take it
fluid,
that way.
you
Yeah,
know?
to be like whatever your
Okay.
Denton is, let's keep it.
It's a great idea. Run it up the chain. for
I
me,
will
please.
do my. I will start a letter campaign.
How do we get this campaign going?
What is
How
it
do we
right
get
now?
it?
Denton?
Do you need a
I'll drink to
GoFundMe?
that.
Can we start a Kickstarter right
we
here?
start a Kickstarter?
There's like 15 people watching right
Hey
now.
guys,
you know?
we all donate to to the new slogan.
www.keepdenton
Keep
/ are you serious / yes, I'm serious.
It's
Tell
subjective.
everybody.
That's awesome.
It's pride. Makes people go. I don't know.
So nothing. So your life hasn't changed since being Dentonite of the year?
No, more people are like, who?
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think it's because I didn't.
Why
even,
did she get?
Yeah,
You had a
well,
great speech. You had the most epic speech. Went up, brought all the other people. You brought like everybody on the stage.
Too bad it was to like 12 people that stuck around at the.
Yeah, well, you know.
Because you know, once you
It was
don't
long.
win and they run out of alcohol, everybody's like, I got a show to go to. It starts in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So of course, Dentonite of the Year was last, and I'm looking out and I'm like, man, there's like 15 people here.
So Matt Battaglia paid me
They
to
did a good
vote
job
for
for the
him.
first one, though.
Did
Otherwise,
he?
I would have voted for you.
Oh,
Let me just get that
Matt,
out of
how
the way.
much?
Pennies on the dollar.
Oh,
That's
Matt.
Pennies on the dollar.
But
Vote fixing.
yeah, I was
vote
gonna say that
fixing.
sounds.
Well, that makes me feel even better about winning.
People
even
think
if
I'm
it's
in a
paying for
conspiracy.
votes.
Scratch the letter writing campaign about the slogan. We got to get it, Matt.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten paid. I'm
Can't
still
buy
waiting.
Still
votes,
haven't
man.
gotten
Where are my
You know what I
pennies,
can-
Matt?
Where's pennies, man?
I can't be mad at them for whatever
I'm
it
just
takes.
kidding.
You know what? Good.
Who
good
was
try,
it? It was
Battaglia.
I love
you,
that.
Matt, Milla,
Milla, and then John Williams
And Ben
Ben.
John Williams.
Yeah, he owns
Eastside.
Eastside and
John Williams, of
Oak
course.
Street. He's amazing.
Oh, of
I
course,
love
of course,
John.
of course.
Of course, I know that guy.
Oh, I know
his
that.
beer. I drink his bars.
I'm
He
very
doesn't
bad
drink
at
at his
this.
bars.
Oh, well,
That's-
I'm
I
sorry.
don't
Your
drink at
girlfriend
bars.
drinks.
I
at
hang
his
out at
bars.
your bars.
I hang
I
out
take
at
up
bars.
space.
That's what it is.
I do magic at your bars.
I drink your water.
I drink your free water, and I take up a booth where somebody
I'm
else
like the
paying lots
worst.
of money.
Yeah.
for it.
Harass your other paying customers.
Exactly.
I'm the worst customer.
worst.
I always wonder. I'm like, I'm
Yeah, I don't
waiting
think
for
they
someone
care.
to be like, hey,
Get out.
That's
today
the worst.
maybe.
It's the worst feeling to go to a bar
today
when
the
you
day.
don't drink. You're just like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Can I get like a
see-
water?
I couldn't do it.
I don't even get waters. I don't even get waters. I will not trouble someone to give me a
Well,
water.
they have the thing outside. You can get it.
Yeah, I do
yourself.
that. I do that at Eastside. But they always like, even if someone's like, hey, do you want a water? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm like, no,
That's
no.
because they're nice and they
You
just want you
need
to
a
hang out and have
water.
fun.
I'll order a Shirley Temple, and then they'll be like, it's free. And I'm like, you just mix this drink for me. Can I please pay you?
Yeah,
Well, that's
really?
when you're
Shirley
like-
Temples are free.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What
See,
if it has vodka in it? No, I'm just kidding.
I wish I had like the willpower to do that. See, like
I
I
wish I
mean,
did, too.
most people in Denton have like when we hang out, we're at bars or something.
It's
you know,
so hard to not
and I
drink
lose
here.
so much money, so much money. Oh, it's so hard.
So
to
hard.
It's
drink.
the tab
It's like
system.
100
You
bars, and they
forget
keep
about
popping
it.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got to go to a mall. Cause
Yeah. Yeah, and I like, well,
'Cause it's
I'm sitting
Denton.
here acting like I complain about it, but as soon as I hear one, I'm like, oh, we gotta go check this out.
I know.
I
Like,
can't wait.
I'll complain
shots.
about it, but I'm like, oh,
It's like
I'll
the
come see you in a month.
The Fry from Futurama meme. Take all my money. Just
Take
do
it
it.
all. Just take it all. Yeah, I've tried to go into bars and just drink like water, and it works sometimes. And then a friend will be like, "What's wrong with you? You sick?"
Right.
I mean, I haven't drank for over a year, and it's still hard. Like, I'll
Yeah.
go to the bars
I'm
and people are
proud
like,
of you.
hey, you want something to drink? And I'm like,
That's
Yes.
why.
Yeah, some agua, please.
I'd love some.
Well,
On
if you
the
do the
rocks.
water thing, you don't want people to judge you. You can just put a lemon lime in there,
Yeah.
the 2 little mixing straws, and then tell people you're drinking vodka water,
There
which
you
is
go.
like the true
Well,
alcoholic
I
drinks.
do
They're like,
drink.
dang,
No, no.
this
if you
person
do
really
the,
drinks. They drink so much they're preparing for the next day with
Right?
water.
That's such
No,
a
I'll-
ridiculous solution.
I'll drink Deep Eddy lemon and water because it tastes like it's very refreshing. It's low cal.
I just asked for a
Yeah.
club
Vodka
soda.
water.
No, like Deep Eddy lemon. It's gonna be
I
flavored.
like the soda
Ooh.
water.
Yeah, I get club soda in a small cocktail glass with a
See,
lime.
and then it looks like you're drinking.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
don't bother me.
Well,
Exactly.
I think I've told this before, but one
should
day I was
start
at
doing
Dave
that.
and Buster's as a kid. I was like in like 9th grade, and I just walked up to the bartender.
You were
like, hey,
drinking
can-
at Dave and Buster's? in
No, I was
ninth
just
grade?
with a bunch
Sad.
of friends.
bellying up to the bar after
I walked up to the
Sad.
bar and was like,
after
hey.
losing the basketball game, losing all his
Sad.
tokens.
No, I was like, can I
Bartender!
get a, I was
Bartender!
Like, can I get a water? And the guy was like, yeah, sure. And he gives me a water in this like super clear cup with a black straw, and I'm like, this is cool. And like this girl walks by and she's like, where did you get that? And I was like,
called
I have my
water.
brother's fake ID. And I played it off like I was drinking alcohol, and everyone thought I was the coolest kid.
That's where you just
But really,
pound it, look
yeah.
her in the
I'm
eye,
so
and go.
proud of you.
I was like,
Doesn't matter where I got it.
Richie's
Wow,
breaking
almost
stuff.
knocking over
Richie's
the comment iPad.
breaking stuff.
For my next trick.
I actually
We're
like
trying to make it episode 10, bud. Come on.
the last place I bartended was Main Event in Denton. And I'm telling you.
Main Event in Denton?
Not in Denton. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, where is that?
It's okay. I haven't been drinking. I really haven't. I've been working all day. I haven't. I don't drink at home. Because I work from home, so I can't do that. Anyway, but I did. I bartended at. No, I can't. No,
okay. Anyway.
I can't
A
do
lot
it.
of people go to work drunk.
Well, I just can't do it.
You work from home.
Yeah. It's amazing. I was in my PJs before I came up here. It was awesome.
So Main Event.
So Main Event, and I'm telling you, those parents will tip so well because their kids are off doing something, and you can talk
They
like.
tip you in tickets?
No.
Go buy you a bear.
Go buy you a bear. Actually,
Get you 13
there they don't have
Lisa
tickets.
Frank erasers.
Don't diss Lisa Frank.
No,
I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, they actually would tip. I met Jason Terry there, Jet. From,
Yeah.
He was really, really cool. He tipped me like $200 for making him shots that he didn't end up drinking.
He showed up one time when I was working at Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he
looked
showed up
sleepy.
that way too.
He looked sleepy.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
looks very cool
Yeah,
guy,
I think
though.
his allergies were acting up a little bit. His eyes were a little red.
Very cool guy. He enjoys his
very
lemonade,
cool.
lemonade no ice.
Mhm.
I remember it distinctly.
Yeah, he was-
lemonade no
he
ice.
was
That
really
stuck
cool.
with me.
Forever.
It's like, really?
Well, also,
so I just started drinking
You might
lemonade
as well
no
just
ice.
wrap it in a paper bag at
Right.
that point.
No, I started drinking it and then going outside and just trying to shoot some threes. You know, turns out it doesn't translate.
It doesn't work that way.
It's not like
That
the
talent.
Mike's secret stuff from Space Jam. I was like,
I'm
this
so
is
glad
Jet's
you said
great.
Space Jam.
Jet's secret stuff. Why'd
No,
you
I
write
love
this on my paper?
What is it? So
Bring
do
it
you
up.
want to hear
What
about
does
this
it say?
headbutting thing?
Richie
Yeah.
wrote. Oh yeah, I do want to hear about this headbutting.
Didn't what?
Didn't Illuminati.
What is this
what
even
does
a
that
thing?
mean?
No.
We
Yeah.
Is that
don't
really a
exist.
thing?
Yeah,
We
apparently.
don't exist.
It does. Can I be in it?
We don't exist.
You are part of it.
Oh, am I?
Because you're the Dentonite of the year now.
We
Oh.
did.
So am I starting it?
Does that mean
am
you're
I like
head
the,
of the Denton Illuminati?
Am I like the Beyonce and is she part of the Illuminati or something like
I
that?
think. We don't know.
We don't know.
We
No one
think.
knows.
I mean, I've been accused of being part of the Denton Illuminati for a long time.
What does that even mean?
It's such a.
We know.
No one has accused you of
We
that
know.
ever.
Yes. Oh,
You
dude.
know.
Send your questions and comments.
Do you think we're a part of the Illuminati?
I think
I
we
I would love to know if I am. Because
I would have
I
a
no
lot
idea.
more money. I would not be worried about spending money at
bars,
if
right?
I was in the Denton Illuminati. I think.
No, I know.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
and
point.
all rich people.
What's the point?
Yeah. No.
You don't have to. You don't have to spend any money at bars. I don't.
That's because you
Drink
don't
water.
drink.
That's because you
Denton
drink.
Illuminati. You heard it here first.
Oh
That
my
sounds
goodness.
so Denton Illuminati is
We're
just a
starting
series
rumors.
of life hacks.
Yeah.
We're
Is
starting rumors.
Well, because
That's
you know
fine.
what?
Let's let 'em start.
The people who think we're Denton Illuminati right now, they're watching this saying, "Yeah, then why are y'all dancing around? Why are y'all dancing around the question?
I just don't know what it is.
Just deny it. Yeah, we don't know what it is."
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I
Headbutt.
actually really don't. Okay, so I made the mistake of telling Sarah Button and Tiffany the story of me. Well, I forget who it was. Somebody mentioned in a bar. We're sitting down drinking. Speaking of,
Uh-oh.
I know, right? And then my worst stories come out.
Lemonade, no ice.
Lemonade, no ice. Exactly. So we're sitting there drinking, and somebody asked the girls a question like, "Oh, have you ever thrown water in somebody or a drink in somebody's face?"
Oh, like the movies.
Yeah, like, "Oh, I'm so offended. And I was like,
Oh,
I don't do
wow.
that. I headbutt them if they piss me off. And they're like, what? And I'm like, oh, it hasn't happened in like 6 years. It's fine. And they're
This
like,
whole
story
new
time,
layer
story
of you
time,
just
story
revealed
time.
itself.
Yeah, like I'm not going to, I'll deck you or headbutt you before I throw.
You've done.
How dare you?
How
I
does
got-
a headbutt feel so?
Well, because then they were
scary to me.
headbutting. They were headbutting watermelons the other day
Yeah.
to prove.
That I was actually headbutted. Like,
can
and I
break
told this
it.
No,
You
they
can
had like
break through a
holes. They were
watermelon?
making sangria.
We made sangria. I mean, we headbutted like 4 times, and it got
What?
gushy enough that I was like, boop, yay, bottle of sangria. And we put sangria in the watermelon and drank it for the rest of the afternoon.
Right.
Well, afternoon. I guess we had that at like
Wow.
7, so we drank it for like 2 hours.
Right after I
Okay.
started comedy, I had a drink thrown in my face.
Really?
Yeah. It was
During
weird.
comedy?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
Were you on
after I got
stage?
off stage. This is when I used to do all that weird avant-garde stuff. And
Yeah.
I pulled another comic's ex-girlfriend up on stage, and she threw a beer in my face.
Why?
Ah.
Just because?
I was just young and rude.
Oh.
I once at Hat Tricks had a really, really, really drunk lady. Hat Tricks in Louisville, so you know, really drunk lady, throw a high heel at me.
That's
Like,
dangerous.
take it off. It wasn't like a high. It was like, I guess it was plat, or you know, what do you
Like a
call 'em?
wedge?
I guess, yeah. And she had to
Okay.
she had to undo them, undo the buckles. And I'm sitting there watching her, just laughing, you know, watching her go through the show, like, no, come on, you know, and like take it off and then threw it. And
Did she grow up in the household I did? Because that's what we got beat with my mom's shoe.
Throwing shoes.
Yeah, like if you ever
like
meet
the
my
old
mother,
George Bush video.
If you ever meet my mother, she never has laces. They're all slip-offs because we were all little poop heads growing up, and that shoe would be off.
The chancla
and
my
like what? And we would have it happen so quick.
That's
so they must have grown up in a household like mine. It's like a talent.
Shoe throwing.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a little bit longer to go. Do we want to do some weird
hey,
news?
Dustin.
Oh, Dustin. What?
Hey, Dustin.
Look, yeah, let's do this before. What Denton project is Mindy most proud of, and what project is on the horizon to look forward to? Good question, Dustin.
We're going to ask the questions, Dustin.
But that's the question we're going to ask.
Actually,
just about to ask her.
Dustin is my best friend's brother, and he played football with my brother, so I've known Dustin for a really long time. He's like my big brother. Book out. Yeah. Book out. Yeah. I love the book out.
Look out. Dustin, book out.
That was a football sign because we went to a very small school, so that was a football sign. Anyway, I won't tell that story. So what is my
project you're most proud of, and what project is on? We've talked about projects on the horizon.
The Mindy project.
The Mindy project.
Besides this show
5K
today.
Friends with Benefits.
Besides this show, man. I think it's just because it's fresh in my mind. I think Sharon is probably my most proud moment, just because it's the biggest production that I was head of. Like, because, I've worked with 35, and that's huge. And I've worked with Inline, which is huge. I've worked with Best Brewfest, which is huge. But I was, like, down here. Huge. It was huge. Like, festival director, and then I'm just, like, this little person who just does what I'm supposed to. But for Sharon, it was, like, my responsibility.
That was you. That was
and we have a great team, so it wasn't all me. But
they killed it. Yeah, they did great.
The team
you were
was
like
amazing.
the Ray Romano of the whole project.
Yeah, I would be like, you got it, da-da-da. Like, so I think seeing that come complete in a venue that people said we couldn't do it in.
Yeah.
Was very proud.
Don't you love when people say you can't do something in a venue?
And that's when I'm like, watch me.
That show was very like ubiquitous to everyone around town. I felt like every townie I talked to was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to that. I'm going to go do that."
Yeah, it was really cool to sit in fact, the first day we posted it, we were helping with Mudbug on Fry Street, and we had just posted tickets, and we had already sold like 100 tickets, and that's when some of the backlash had come back, and so I'm sitting at the bar after the venue or after the event, drinking a beer, trying to figure out what is going on.
Yeah.
Like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I didn't, oh my God, I didn't know this was a thing. And we're sitting there talking about it, and then we hear this girl at the next table.
Just don't go if you don't like it.
See, but people like to complain. It's fine. So this girl at this next table goes, there's a drag show backyard in Bell in June. We're going, da-da-da-da. And that was just this cool, like, you're welcome.
Yeah, a little boost.
You're welcome.
Like, all right, I can do this.
I can do this. We can do this. Yeah, and I think it's just we actually went through a lot with some of the messages and comments and people not directly coming to us for it, but going to our beneficiaries and harassing them enough to drop out, which was a huge just like, do you not see the 900 people that were there, how much money we could have given you, type thing. But I understand where they're coming from.
Well, it was super fun. I saw no flaw. Even the mic cutting out during my set made my set better.
That's the biggest thing they've done, and we were.
Oh, it was
so
much power, like to generate up to that stage. So many lights, so much.
But it was awesome. But it was wonderful.
Can we just keep complimenting it? It was.
Let's do it. We'll do it again. We're trying to figure out a date. We will, and thanks to now having that connection with Sharon Needles, she's just like, come with me or come to me. I've got
come with me. Let me take you away.
Let me take you away. God, I wish she was awesome. But she's like, I have all these contacts. Just let me know if you want to do it again. Like, let me know. And so it's like, hey, we just made this great connection in the drag community. That's a RuPaul.
You're like, I'm Dentonite of the Year. I can't. These people the city needs me.
They don't care.
The city needs
me.
They
don't care what that is. Nobody cares.
Okay.
People say that, but
nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Wait,
nobody knows.
There will be a time where something's going down and the city needs you, and everyone's like, Mindy.
It's like, what color purple should I put in my hair? That's the only
you're just trying to take a nap and take it easy, but. There's somewhere where...
Can there be a Mindy signal?
Can I ask you this?
I just think you should still get free parking on the square.
This is a serious question I like to ask some of the guests.
Spot. I'm down here all the time.
Well, I haven't asked any of them, but I'd like to ask
Let's start it.
Let's start
weird.
Let's start this.
I always want to start asking people, How close to Jason Lee are you?
I've only.
And can you get him here right now?
No.
I've only had dinner with him and his wife a handful of
no,
maybe
I've
40
actually
or 50 times.
I've talked to his wife more than I've talked to him. She's really,
do you
really
have a
nice.
cell phone number?
What's her
no,
name?
I don't.
Are you like? Do you get a
Something
Christmas
Lee?
card?
That's me.
Joanna
no.
Lee?
I met them during the first Thin Line that I worked in that Mid Lakes documentary play.
Her
That
name's
was my first.
Annie Oak.
Is it? Don't mess with me. I don't think
All right,
that's
let
what it is. I don't think that's what it is. Now I'm gonna have to Google it later.
Annie Oakley.
But I've run into her a few times because I met her during Thin Line, and that's when I met Jason. He was really, really nice during Thin Line. First time I got to meet Eric Polito and Mackenzie Smith, who are two of my favorite human beings that are a part of Midlake, and love those guys. But it was the first time I got to meet some of them, and Eric Nicholson. Didn't mean to leave you out, Eric. But that's the only time. And then I'll see him around town, but I like to mess with people.
Yeah.
So he'll be like sitting outside of his studio, and I'll just be like, "What's up, Jason?" And just like keep going. Like every time Danny Masterson comes into town, I've met him a few times with different festivals, but he came in for Octopia. And I'll always be like, "What's up, Danny?" And just keep going. And he's like, "Oh, hey." And then he immediately turns and is like, Who is that? And it's just, I do it every
But now
time.
you're on their radar. You're on their radar, you know?
I've seen Jason
they'll
Lee.
soon to be
They'll
like,
be like,
Mindy.
Mindy. Well, I love it.
And then you get the Christmas card because it's not real until you get the Christmas card.
Man, I want the Christmas card.
I've seen Jason Lee a handful of times where we make eye contact. I would never approach him.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I like Jay and Silent Bob, Matt.
Yeah.
Matt,
What's up, dude?
Matt. Like, but then again,
Matt,
maybe
Matt.
he thinks maybe nobody approaches him, and he
Maybe.
thinks that nobody knows who he is.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. That's why you should get him
We need
on
to
here.
drop there. We need to-
What?
Jason
Well, that's
Lee,
what we're
get on
talking
the
to you
show.
for.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
don't
know
have
you're
that
watching,
connection.
Jason.
And I guarantee
Can you
he's
call
asking.
Joanna?
I get the Christmas card.
Lee?
I'm on first name basis.
Oh,
so.
thank you, Danielle. Her name's Kieran. Ceren.
What? Who?
Kieran? That's Jason
Pronounce
Lee's wife?
Lee's
Jaren.
wife?
No,
Kieran.
Oh, thank you. God, it'd be nice if I read the entire comic.
Anyways, we'll be having her on next.
She's
week.
awesome. I think she's super, super nice and beautiful. Oh my goodness. Good
I think
job,
I've
Jason.
seen her at dance.
Good job,
Oh.
Jason.
She seems pretty cool.
And they're fans
Yeah.
of the show, clearly. So they're
Clearly,
they seem cool people.
Clearly, you're gonna
Okay.
get them on the show.
We got 15 minutes for some weird news. Did you want to do some? Are we doing any magic after? We don't have to. You're not on the
Maybe.
spot. Maybe.
Let me see.
He'll disappear. No
See what I
camera
can do.
tricks.
What? Weird?
Okay. So this is our weird news segment for those who haven't watched the show.
Yeah, I've never watched your show
Okay,
before.
wonderful. Thank you.
We go
Very
through
much.
30
Thank you
news
very
stories, and you tell us which one you think
I
is
wish
the
I could
correct one.
withdraw my vote.
Too bad. You can next for
next time.
year.
Next time. You'll never get it again.
You'll never get it again.
So this is the weird news segment where we read some weird news stories. This isn't as weird because I guess it's a common thing. We know about it all, but I mean, this is a bizarre human trait. I say Joey Chestnut, which by the way is a much better name than Joe Coffey. Can we
I
just
agree.
say that?
Joey Chestnut knows I love you. Joey knows Joe.
Is that an actual
Tony,
thing?
Tony Chestnut.
Oh.
Tony
What?
Chestnut.
I have no idea.
Where
what
is
you're
this
doing.
from?
You guys never heard this?
No.
Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony
I
knows.
thought you were just
Oh my
having
God,
Tourette's for a
Tony
second. I didn't know.
I'm
what
gonna
was
have
going
nightmares.
on.
I'm going to. What is that? What is
Ooh.
Okay, I'm
Oh, see?
definitely.
that the thunder just happened after you do that?
Rainstorm.
Tony Chestnut.
And the thunder
We're sorry.
rolls.
Repent.
There we go.
Repent.
I wasn't worshiping Tony Chestnut.
Somebody call Francis.
We were worshiping Joey
Okay,
Chestnut.
this guy out here is just like staring at that lightning bolt.
Is it still there? What do you mean staring at
Staring
the
at
I
the
don't
lightning
know how
bolt.
lightning works, but I'm
I
not a
don't know
fan.
how lightning works.
Joey
had-
Chestnut sets new record at Nathan's hot dog eating contest. So the 4th of July contest. Yeah. Could you do that? You can never.
No.
Didn't they recently do one? At,
I mean-
I just saw one
they
at
did one at East Side, right? Social Club.
I think it was at
Harvest
Harvest
House.
House.
Oh,
Yeah.
Harvest House.
I
Okay.
That
bought-
stuff grosses me out, man. I can't.
the winner ate 14.
And he was a
14 hot
skinny,
dogs.
skinny tall dude.
Brad
See, here's the
McKenzie, I
thing.
saw
Yeah.
post another comic say he had like 7 in 4 minutes and puked.
Eating the hot dog
That's
is
so
cool,
gross.
but it's like they were dunking the bread in water, which
Yeah, it's like a strategic thing.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
not
that
very
Kobayashi.
strategic.
Kobayashi started that. He would grab 2 of the because I watched it as a kid all the time when he was around because that
He
was
has
like a
tendonitis in his
phenom.
jaw for a reason.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, he can't compete anymore because
Can
he
he-
has like tendonitis in his jaw.
Oh my goodness.
It happened like
So
a
that's
you
few
why-
can't
years
eat 400 hot dogs.
I
and
had
expect
some
to be
veggie
okay.
hot dogs.
You
that were
can't
really
eat
good.
400
Yeah.
hot dogs and
Yeah.
expect
Veggie
like
hot
to
dogs were
live a
your
normal
veggie?
life after that.
So veggie hot dogs, they're by Morningstar Fresh Farms.
I do love Morningstar.
You talking about veggie dogs?
Veggie dogs.
I'm
They're
not jealous.
they're not better than regular
Hot
hot
dogs
dogs.
are suspect,
but
man.
but vegan mayonnaise is way better than regular.
Well,
mayonnaise.
can I make a point?
So much better.
So vegan, okay. So I don't mind if something's like vegan or whatever. But
yeah,
what I
hopefully.
dislike is if someone's like, hey, do you want this vegan caliente fiesta chicken patty? And I'm like, yeah, but can't you just say this is just a
it's
vegan
hot or 'cause
fiesta patty?
it's a party.
Does it have to be a vegan
Maybe
chicken?
is it texture that makes it chicken?
It's replacement. It's when you have like a replacement for something. Like, oh, hey, try this soy
turkey bacon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just call it soy.
In the comments, tell us what we should call veggie patties instead of burgers.
Yeah.
Just
well,
veggie
burger's
patties.
different, but if I'm like,
Veggie
if I'm like a
patties instead of
veggie chicken patty, or hey, you want to try these veggie buffalo?
Oh, so if
wings?
something's replacing chicken, you want it to have a different name than chicken.
Yeah, don't call
I
it the
think it's
chicken.
okay. I could see
Or
it.
like
It's-
vegan
it's
eggs
not
could
very-
just be
like turkey bacon. You
vegan
don't think-
morning mix.
What did we just go into?
I don't know.
idea. So
Richie's-
turkey
I think we
bacon,
moved
turkey bacon
subjects.
would be taken.
Speaking truth
Just
to
something.
power.
All right,
Anything.
so Joey Chestnut. Oh, listen
Oh,
to this.
sorry.
Listen to this. Joey's nickname, and this is such a slap in the face, I guess, to Kobayashi. Joey Jaws Chestnut.
Oh, see, it
That's
is. There's a
rude.
little
That's
stab right there.
rude.
There's a
Yeah,
little stab
right?
right there.
Joey Jaws Chestnut
Joey
has
Jaws.
set a new record for Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Dude ate 72 hot dogs.
I know another guy named Joey Jaws for a different reason.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Earning him his 10th,
dum,
his
dum,
10th
dum,
championship win. Dun-dun, dun-dun.
How do you get through news segments with these crazy people?
No, you don't ever,
Oh, okay.
ever. That's
Sweet.
why it's weird news. It's not even.
Cool.
It's the most non-conducive.
I don't
thing ever.
understand
We
what he does to his body to fit 72. The human stomach
sure.
is not big enough to hold.
They
72
definitely have
hot
like a
dogs.
weird prep system, you know?
Don't they like
definitely-
expand their stomach and like?
Yeah,
have to
like
work on
you eat
making
lettuce
it-
and stuff to expand your
Yeah, I
stomach
don't know.
before. I'm pretty sure lettuce
don't do-
expands it.
See,
I don't
when
do
I
it.
was
I'm a fat
younger,
girl, but I love food,
I
but
could go to a buffet and eat like 30 plates.
30
of something.
plates.
Yeah, as a kid,
You couldn't
maybe
do
not 30.
30 plates.
10 though. 10 Chinese
plates.
10
buffet,
plates.
10 plates. Yeah.
I have a
I'm,
buddy.
Now-
I'm on like a 3.
Yeah, no, I'm
plate,
at like a
two
plate and a half.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plate and a half, and I'm like, oh, why did I spend $11.99?
I have
Yeah.
a friend. I have a friend who's another comic. Actually, I actually once saw him eat 5 pounds of burrito
What?
in an hour and 5 minutes. so he didn't get it.
throw up.
See, I could
Was
eat 5
was it one
pounds.
single burrito or 5 pounds of burritos?
It was a 5-pound burrito.
Where did they make that?
Badass.
Badass burritos.
It's a chain. Yeah,
Badass.
yeah they spell it with Z.
See, but
Badass.
I could eat 5 pounds of
This
Taco
badass
Bueno party
man.
burritos. Like I could
those
eat
are
5
good.
pounds of party burritos, but I couldn't eat a 5-pound burrito
By
because they're not
itself.
as good. Like I've had a hamburger from some novelty burger place that
It's
was
too
like
much meat.
it's just too much everything.
I once completed the Fuddruckers. The Fuddruckers in Grapevine had like the pound burger.
There's a place
challenge.
called Chris Madrid's.
Sad.
And I ate it, and I got up on the wall with my picture, and then
Sad.
they took them down. Yeah, so that whole cow
Did you
died
get
for
to-
nothing.
We've talked about Dave and Buster's main event, and
And
Fuddruckers.
It's just
I just
sponsored
wanted the
parts.
free cookie with the kids meal, with the
I
kids
mean,
burger.
that's always the best.
all those restaurants make me sad.
They
So
make
how
me
sad
sad
does,
too.
as a vegan, how sad does this hot dog
I
eating
mean,
contest make you feel?
it's like just kind of how it works, you know, like meat is so commoditized. That's why people overeat it. That's why some of us try not to eat it.
It's also so.
Well,
so when I went to India, you know, we also they have chickens in India. Well, I went to KFC, and the chicken at KFC in India is like eating a tiny little, like a French hen. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I
3
think so.
French hens.
Oh, you sure?
It's
I
like
don't know if we
eating a
eat
French
them.
hen.
Do we
How
eat
big, is
French
a, how big
hens?
is a French hen?
I don't know, tiny.
Tiny?
So it's like a quail?
So like I was like, why is this chicken so small? And she was
Is
like,
it because they don't have the hormones? To
yeah,
make
they
them
don't
bigger?
have anything. Here you can go for like $6 or $7. You go get a rotisserie of something called the colossal gigantic bird.
And it has biceps and
It's
Right.
huge.
Yeah.
You look at it and you're like, it's a pretty bird. Like,
No,
it has biceps,
Let's
a
eat
headband.
it.
yeah.
It's
Cook
a
it on a
pretty
squat
bird.
rack.
Like
It
the
is very
bread. Like I
weird.
remember, like I even had one in my house and I like cut off. I was like cutting it up,
I thought you meant
and
live.
like the breast of it was
People
huge.
get-
I was like, this
My
is not.
protein takes protein.
People
Yeah.
get weird about meat. Like,
They really
you
do.
know, they get really defensive with me. People will ask me.
No, we don't.
People ask me what I want to eat, and I'm like, oh, I don't want anything with meat. You know, like they'll offer me free meat, and they'll be like, dude, you could just eat it. It's free. I'm like,
eat it.
That's
free.
not the
Well,
point.
like my friend, he's
It's already
vegan.
dead.
He's vegan. I'm like, hey,
Like that's
dude.
gonna make you feel better, you know? Like
I told my friend, I was like, so man, you're vegan.
it's
but
your
like,
fault if you don't eat it.
What would it?
die.
I was like,
It
would you
already
eat meat
Don't
though?
waste this life.
And my friend, I was like, would you eat meat? Like, I know you're vegan, but like, and he was like, well, it's not like I took an oath, or I'm like, somebody comes and checks in on me. He's like, I just don't want it. Like, what am I gonna do?
every time I tell a person I'm vegan, I always know I'm gonna hear this. Like, well, what would you say if I went into the woods and I shot a deer and I skinned it and I ate it? I'm like, I guess I would feel better about it, but the point is, I don't care what you eat.
It's about what I put
It's
in.
what I'm eating.
All right, so what if I tied you to a chair, went out in the woods, killed a deer, skinned it, and force fed it to you?
If you're gonna die or eat the deer, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna eat the deer, idiot. Like, stop.
There's no choice
But who
there.
cares what you? I mean, especially. I don't know. I'm too busy eating meat to care what other people are eating.
That's what I'm saying.
You did have a chicken.
Takes a long time to chew.
People like to force their beliefs on other people. Hence the whole flat Earth guy. You see
I was about
us
to
going
say
around.
flat
You
meat,
see us
right?
going around. We're gonna start
There you
saying
go.
flat meat. Flat
Full circle. Oh,
Going around.
We did it. We did it.
Zing-a-ling.
We did it.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, it's a complete show now.
Quote Joey Chestnut after eating the hot dogs.
What is it?
His quote, I was sweating like a mad dog. It was a great performance, but I know that I could have done better. Why is he talking like a quarterback who just won the Super Bowl?
He sounds like a UFC fighter. He's like, it was hard in there, man. I had my nose down.
Next time I got it, bro. Next time I got 75 hot dogs.
Later in the third round, I didn't really think that I was going to be able to get those brats down. But I turned the corner. You know what I'm saying?
You just ate 72 hot dogs. What are you gonna do now?
I'm going back to Nathan's.
I'm going to the
More
Nathans.
hot dogs.
I'm gonna go to the Nathans at Disney World.
Oh my god! Have y'all been in the Nathans in New York?
No, I have
it's
not.
Good.
I've been.
I refuse.
Why?
I'm
It's so good. Go to next time you go to New York, you have to go to.
Italian hot dog.
Oh, okay.
The Jewish hot dog.
I don't even think anytime I've been in New York I've gone to Coney Island.
You have to. It's a tradition. My sister lives in Brooklyn, and every time we go see her, we spend the last day in Coney Island, and we spend it on the beach, and we go like to the freak show, and we do. You have to go to Coney Island.
I didn't get one from the original location. I think I got a gas station one in Long Island.
Oh
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
I've had plenty of
same.
Nathan's hot dogs. They have them at
It's
UNT.
not the same thing. That's not
They have
the
a
same.
Well,
cart.
that's not the same.
That's not the same.
But see, mine was a little bit closer. It's in Long
It
Island.
was, you know.
That's
I just
kind
went to
of-
White Castle. I was like,
Colton.
I'm not a big White Castle.
I saw Book of Mormon and I went to White Castle. That's what I did in New York.
They swear. New York, they swear it's their water, man, because like pizza, they say it's in the dough, like that New York water is what makes it taste. And they call them dirty water dogs, and they say that's the reason they taste so great.
Yeah, it's because they don't clean their grills, and they haven't for years.
Did you know that there's a pizza
Isn't that
restaurant
gross?
opening
there?
opening?
But they're delicious.
On
so.
the
There's a what
western. There's a pizza store opening on the western coast of Africa. I don't remember what country. Sorry.
Plug.
And
if you guys want to visit,
but they are shipping
any of our
tankards
listeners in Africa.
They're shipping tankards of New York City municipal water overseas so that the pizza can taste right.
I bet California's like, dude,
my
can we
friend
get
showed
some
me,
water?
My friend showed me a place where they have like you can get kegs of city water from different cities. It's like
you know,
I cannot believe how unbelievably stupid that is.
Well, Sam Adams, quote unquote Boston Lager. You go to their brewery in Boston, and you can do the tour, but they have a very, very tiny little brewery. It's actually brewed in Cincinnati, and apparently Massachusetts has the cleanest water, whatever, in the nation. And so they ship. Hey, watch it. They ship the Massachusetts water to Cincinnati to brew the beer, which I think is so silly. I feel like nobody's gonna notice if you're like, no one's tasting that going.
Nobody knows.
This is Ohio water.
See, the problem is that some people think they do.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
They
yes,
might.
absolutely.
They might.
Taste snobs.
They seem to have downloaded Yelp.
The beer snobs.
They've downloaded Yelp. They're like, they use it all the time.
It
all
turns
the time.
out Joey beat his own record. It was 73 that won. His record
job,
last year was 70.
Good job, Joey.
Doesn't it sound like I'm referring to myself in third person?
I mean, I don't think you call yourself Joey.
No, not at all.
So then you're good.
Speaking of Joey's,
speaking of Joey's, great segue. Because we have one more, and then we'll get to plugs, and we'll get out of here.
They will notice.
Headline: self-driving car technology. We've heard about the self-driving cars.
Yeah.
Are we for or against self-driving cars?
I'm for them.
I'm for them.
I am until who?
Kind of scary though, right?
Who gets the ticket when you get pulled over?
They
You know what I
won't
mean?
because they'll abide
They
by
won't
the
get-
law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we think.
So we think.
Until
you know
the
what?
robots take it.
Did
This sounds like a
iRobot-
Star
Until they
Side
are the
robot,
law.
No, but the friend.
Until they are.
Did Johnny number
Robots are the law, man.
I am the law.
Did Johnny number 5 stick to the law?
I mean, I'm just saying I think I read something where the
I
only
mean-
way the Google ones crashed is when like somebody took it over, like
Well,
when a human got in there.
So
Herbie
as-
fully loaded. He's a criminal.
Herbie, wow, this is very Herbie. I never
Yeah,
put
he
that.
like does illegal maneuvers all
Well,
the time.
listen to this. So you
I
know
don't think they're equipped to do.
they have found.
Lindsay Lohan was good in that movie though.
Plug.
Plug.
Jason and Lindsay, if you're listening, we love you guys very much.
Y'all come on
Call
the
me
show.
Lindsay.
You know they
Call
watch
me.
together. Jason and Lindsay.
Call me back,
I hope
Lindsay.
so.
Call me back. Okay.
She's sitting on his lap.
They have found something faulty
You've ignored all my letters.
with the self-made cars. Volvo has confessed, and this is in Australia. Volvo has confessed that the springy marsupials known as kangaroos are throwing off the quote large animal detection systems being developed for the cars. Those systems
that
are
makes
meant
sense.
they're meant to make sure the cars avoid animals along the road, such as like deer, cattle. You know, like
well,
if a cow's
kangaroos
on
are
the road.
huge.
But it's the hopping of the kangaroo that's messing with the detection, which uses the ground as a reference point. So they're hopping. Quote, we've noticed with the kangaroo being mid-flight when it's in the air, it actually looks like it's further away than it lands, and it looks... Dude, I would be so scared to hit a kangaroo.
Yeah,
I would be
especially
scared
if they-
just to be near one.
I
Really?
love
Yeah, they
kangaroos.
box, don't they? They're
Yeah.
kind of mean, I feel like.
They
They're
go-
pretty
Have
aggressive.
you seen
Big
the
old
video
tails
of
and
them,
the-
like, there's one scratching this window in
He's like-
Australia? It's like, yeah, I'm like, oh,
I
we're all
love
going to die.
kangaroos.
We're all going to die.
I used to
Yeah.
want to buy one just so I could curl up in his pouch.
I saw
in his pouch.
I saw Kangaroo Jack really early, so I love kangaroos too.
About 80%, listen to this, about 80% of vehicle collisions with animals in Australia involve kangaroos,
Not going to
adding
Australia.
up to more
Involve
than
kangaroos?
16. Yeah, involve kangaroos behind the wheel. The
They're
kangaroos
really
are terrible
They're
drivers.
just terrible
Those arms
drivers.
are too short.
I
You can't reach the
believe
wheel.
we started giving them driver's license. That was
Where
really
does their
terrible
tail
idea,
go?
guys.
This was really irresponsible of us.
Does their tail actually drive? Because they'd have to sit on their tail and
Tail,
the tail
yeah.
will come up
Just
and
no
then their
seat.
feet are
License
on
and
It just bounce
registration,
up and
please.
down. They're like all crouched out and they drive with their knees.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Adding up to more than 16,000 kangaroo-related collisions every year.
Another reason not to go
You
there.
know, Australia, yeah, it sounds like a place that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say
They've
that.
got big bugs.
They got
It's,
that I
wallaby.
hate.
Big alien bugs,
Yeah.
swamps, gators.
Gators.
Wallaby.
Killed Irwin.
Wallaby.
They killed Steve Irwin. Like,
Yeah, see, then that means they're no, can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it.
Well,
Any plugs?
You first.
I don't think so.
The 5K. With
5K,
Friends
we
with
already
Benefits.
plugged
Friends with
that.
Benefits.
And then the July 13th at Game Changers, come and drink. There's a list of donations that the homeless shelter needs. But it's like,
That's
Oh.
okay. You can keep talking. That's all right.
pilot,
You're not
come
hearing
in.
sound.
Testing,
You're not
testing.
hearing-
1, 2. This is Orson Welles.
am I here? That was us. Yeah, they need like bras. They need athletic clothes. So go clean out your closet and bring it to Game Changers.
What about
I think
you?
that's it.
Plugs?
I've got Audacity on the 28th. On August 5th, we're going to be doing a show with Say Cheese over at the Bearded Monk that I'm really excited about. And then,
Today.
Convenient Comedy.
Today.
I'm heading there
Midway
right
Craft
now.
House.
Yeah. I'm
Midway
going-
Craft House, 7:30 start, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Go.
Dan
Already
Dancy
late.
is headlighting tonight.
Go check that out.
I
Do
love
it.
you.
Do it to it.
Also, the
All-
Illuminati does not exist.
Just the Denton.
I don't want to be
Illuminati.
connected
Just
to
the
that.
didn't.
Just the Denton one. Guys, this has been a lot of fun. Episode number 9. Mindy, thank you very much.
Thank
Colton,
you.
very much. Richie, I love you. We love you too, guys. Until next time, 5:30 every Wednesday here at
Hey.
dentonradio.com. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.